So what is revenue operations? So the people, processes, and systems that allow revenue to flow through your business. Basically what happens from the moment something's sold to the moment it's captured on a financial report. That's a lot. And this is kind of, and for every business it's different, right? The landscape of revenue operations is not linear, is very complex. You might sell through partner channels. You might have field sales. You might have inside sales. You might sell very complex engineered to order products. You might sell subscriptions and usage-based products. You might have systems that track your usage, systems that do your design work. The way you quote might be very difficult. The way that you order or do order fulfillment might be very complicated. And the rules around revenue recognition might be very complex, right? So this is not a straightforward landscape to try and optimize. So what we've done at Simplus is we've leveraged what we've learned over the 750 plus revenue cloud projects that we've done on the Salesforce platform. And we've tried to create this more linear way of thinking about revenue operations, even though it's not perfect and it doesn't reflect the true landscape perfectly. It does yield itself as a very powerful tool to talk about these, talk about how to optimize the processes and the people interactions and the systems that are related to this landscape. And it all revolves around something we call the revenue operations chain, which is at its simplest form, it's how revenue is booked, meaning how you sell something and contract it, how it's delivered, meaning how you get your customer the product or service that they purchased and how that triggers a revenue event, and then how it's captured, meaning how the revenue turns into cash, how you invoice and collect, or how you report the sale and the revenue on your financials. Right? So if we dig one step deeper into the actual processes that are involved, you can start seeing how this chain gets more detailed, right? And there are several people or groups of people that are involved in operating the revenue operations chain, so there's no singular owner of it. And really, the color coding in this slide presentation matters. So if you look, that light green is sales. They normally own the bookings processes. There's probably collaboration with other groups. I'm calling orange operations. It's the team that delivers or captures amendments to what is delivered, cancels, refunds, things like that. And blue is finance. They're usually in charge of invoices, collections, how to recognize revenue, how to report on revenue. And then I've got that red bar underneath the entire operations chain, and that represents IT, which normally owns the systems that are meant to make the chain flow, or the revenue flow through this chain. Whether it's optimal or not, whether you have shadow IT or there's a centralized group, this is meant to represent that.